and what, $18 million a season, maybe, if that. Why? Because they signed him early before he hit his ceiling. If you let Bohm grow into his body and start hitting 20 to 25 home runs a year with the, I will disagree with Jake, slightly above average defense he plays, because if you take away one game this year where he had 3 errors, he's only at 7 errors on the season. So he's actually not really playing that bad at third base. I'd say average.
Guy, I'll take it.
I'll say average. He does have some work over there to do. However, if you make the run at this guy when he hits his ceiling, when he grows into his body and his power potential runs around, you're going to end up paying a lot more. They need to do with Bohm what they tried to do with Scott Kingery and fell flat on their face with. Go get this man for an extended period of time at a cheaper rate. Because if you look at that cheap Austin Riley contract that's only $21.2 million a season, and you can look at Bohm's numbers and say, you're roughly about 2/3 of the player. You mean to tell me I'm paying Alec Bohm for over 9 years, like $13 to $16 million a season? Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. Because he's good. If he grows into his body, hits 20, 25 homers, his great runners in scoring position guys, so he'll probably hit 100 RBIs, give you around that 300 average Jake was talking about, and plays average defense. I'll take that for 9 years. I really will. There's no way that you can convince me that that's not helpful. You don't see guys in their early 20s hit 303 with runners in scoring position for their careers. That doesn't happen. There's a clutch gene there that just it's not with guys. He's got it. You know, that game where he had 3 errors, he responded beautifully. He said, fuck this place, and then didn't back down from it. He owned it, moved on, and then had a great game the next day, if I'm not mistaken. I think he had 3 hits.
Got a standing ovation.
Standing ovation, yeah.
Yeah, you know, he's built for this place. Go get him now before you got to pay him $20-25 million a season. Bohm needs to be here. That's just my take on it. But moving to our second to last topic, not speaking of, Jake brought this up earlier. The lineup with Harper when he comes back, what's it look like? We're all going to assume that Harper slots in the 3-hole, correct?
Yes.
So Where's Bohm go? Where's Realmuto go? Where's Castellanos go? Go ahead, Bill.
So I kind of already alluded to this, and I hope Rob Thompson's listening. I think
that'd be pretty sweet.
Bryson Stott should be our leadoff hitter. Yeah. And then I think it should go Schwarber, Harper, Realmuto, Bohm, Castellanos, Hoskins, Segura.
I can give you 20 million reasons why Schwarber will hit leadoff.
I understand your 20 million reasons. However, I'm looking for a playoff berth and somebody to just take a pitch or two. But no, that's my hope. My logic here is it probably goes back very similar to what it was on day one. Schwarber, Hoskins, Harper, Realmuto over Castellanos, Bohm, and then, round out the lineup with Stott, Segura, and Marsh if he ever comes back.
I'm not anticipating on Marsh coming back. Tim, what's the lineup looking like when Harper comes back?
I agree with Bill that Stott should be in leadoff section, but I think Segura should be in second. Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos, Bohm, and like the bottom 3. I'm going to mute myself.
Dog.
Jake, go ahead.
I'm going to give you what I think they will do, not what I think they should do. I think they're actually going to put JT back in that leadoff spot. You've seen kind of time in, time out. They kind of like him there. I think JT is going to be leadoff. Then you're going to have Bohm batting second, Harper third, Schwarber fourth, Hoskins fifth, Castellanos sixth. I don't think he should be here by any means, but I think Stott will go back down to the 7th hole. And then you're going to have Segura and you name it with
Zimmer, Marsh, whoever's playing.
Yeah.
Zimmer, which is funny because Marsh is like a poor man's center fielder anyway, and Zimmer's like a poor man's version of Marsh. It's kind of funny.
I like JT in the leadoff spot, actually.
I do like JT in the leadoff spot.
Yeah, I mean, they both have proven to be able to work good at bats, and they both have about the same kind of power, extra base hit, OPS when they're hot. I just think they're going to go for a little bit more of the proven track record. But I'm still very, very high on Stott and his future. I just see them going the JT route more than the Stott. But I want nothing to do with a Schwarber leadoff. Once June 38th ended, He should have been out of that spot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I disagree with all of you guys. As much as I want Schwarber to bat somewhere else, he has stated that he would like to lead off. And as I've alluded to, there's
I don't care.
Yeah, 20 million reasons why that's going to happen.
Paid to contribute.
So Schwarber, he's actually contributing. He's third in the MLB in pitches seen per at bat. As much as we are harping on him right now, you know who's first? Rhys Hoskins.
Mm-hmm.
Rhys has always worked really good counts.
Yeah. So Schwarber, contrary to the comments that we have all made on this show, is actually doing fairly good over the stretch of the season in terms of seeing pitches per at bat. However, I believe that number has dipped from the last time I checked, which was in the middle of his hot streak. That being said, Schwarber will probably lead off. I could see Bohm batting second, although I'd love to see him bat fourth. You think about the combination of Schwarber, Hoskins, and Harper, who I believe will be the top three. One of them is going to get on base, and Schwarber, or not Schwarber, Bohm hits good with guys on base. So yeah. I would love to see him hit fourth because that's realistically the spot that he'll get the most opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position, which we've alluded to he's very good at. Unfortunately, I don't think that that'll happen. I do think that Realmuto will slide into the 4-hole. Castellanos will bat fifth. Bohm will bat sixth. Stott will bat seventh. And then you can put Segura in the 8-hole and center fielder in the 9 spot. Doesn't matter who's going to be there. They're all the worst hitter on the team anyway. This position, that's been a position of plague since Shane Victorino left.
Yeah, actually, I like your lineup. I mean, honestly, any one of the lineups that we gave would probably be effective. But I hear you.
That being said, we got one more topic to cover. Yes or no question. Jake, starting with you. Do the Phillies make the playoffs?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
I would like to point out that I tweeted on July 4th that they will be a playoff team. So I will keep sharing that every month so you guys know. That will do it all from BSing Sports here today, but we will let Jake close out with his taglines. So that way you guys know where to find him. Jake, go ahead. Advertise yourself very nicely, sir.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can find us at Talking 2 and 5. That is Talking Without a G. We're primarily on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We are looking to expand a little bit as you all do so well over here at BSing Sports. Can't thank you enough again for having me on. We do a very similar kind of thing over at Talking 2 and 5, but with a sole focus just on Philadelphia sports. Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, and Sixers with very little Flyers talk because Chuck Fletcher's an idiot and Comcast should sell the team.
Yes.
Agreed. Well, thank you for another episode here at BSing Sports. Bill, go ahead. I'm not going to steal your line from you this week.
It just gives me so much excitement to say it.
Well, send it, brother.
Thank you for joining us here at BSing Sports, where we do a little BS and we talk a whole lot of sports.
We are closing out. Have a good night, guys.